You know what? I'm actually getting kind of mad at this thing now. This is the 4th time I tried to record the audio. Let me explain how it all went down. The first time, I accidentally had it not set to pick up the microphone, so you could hear any audio. The second time, I realized there was a little red headphone jack sticking out the back of my computer, which is bad because the little red headphone jack means microphone. So the microphone wasn't even plugged in. So I unplugged the green headphone jack, which was there. It was part of the same microphone, so my speakers still worked fine. It was okay. And I switched it with the red one. Then that didn't work, so I was behind. Apparently, they weren't plugged into the right hole. So I had the right headphone jack plugged in, but not into the right hole. Anyways, now I'm really mad at this. But on the upside, it doesn't seem to be lagging. The first time lagged badly, the second time lagged near the end, the third time lagged like in the last second. I don't think anyone would have noticed it though, so that's fine. And this one seems to be starting off fine, so let's hope it ends fine. Anyways, this is gonna be the last time I try to record this episode. If it doesn't work this time, I give up. Anyways, I know I'm a little late for this recording. I said I might have it up by Friday. I try to have it up by Friday, and it's Sunday, so I'm a couple days late. But at least it's up now, and I can, well, not guarantee, but there's a pretty good chance that an episode will be uploaded tomorrow, too. 2 reasons. One, Monday's a pet day for me. Hooray. Pet days are always nice. I'm gonna stay in bed all day and do some Fire Emblem recordings and stuff. And also, I'm going to be moving this whole operation up to my laptop, so it won't be disturbed. So I'll essentially be sitting in my bed, which is nice and comfortable, and doing the recording this way. Now, I had a lot of insightful things to say in the first one, but many of them you didn't need. Almost all of them you didn't need this episode. And most of them, actually, you didn't even need an Eliwood story mode, so I gave up on that. The second one, I cut it down a bit more. The third one, I only said a couple things. The fourth one, I'm going to cut it down. I said like 3 things in the third one. And the fourth one, I'm going to cut it down to 2. Supports and reinforcements. Now, I'll start with reinforcements. Not your reinforcements, mind you. The enemy's reinforcements. The enemy's reinforcements, as you may have noticed by playing this game before, they always tend to come out of forts and, edges of the map. Now, I'm not going to try to guard all the edges of the map. That's just a waste of my time, and I'm probably going to lose somebody. But it's always important to know where they're going to come out of. So, forts near the enemy base are always the best spot to block by putting a guy over it. If you put a guy over it, if a unit was meant to come out that turn, he won't come out, and he'll never show up again. But if you leave, and a unit's meant to come out the turn after, he'll show up again. So you have to estimate when the enemy reinforcements will stop. And also, in case you haven't noticed, they also tend to show up where Merlinus, which is a real pain in the ass. But there are some maps where you can just tell no enemy is going to get there. And there are maps you can say, oh shit, Merlinus is really exposed. I better block him. On maps like that, take Marcus to block. I know I've said this before, but you have to take Marcus to block. Because he's not good enough to be on the front lines, especially in the late game. And he's too powerful to be on the front lines in the early game, because then he'll just suck all the experience points away. And also, the people that normally go attack Merlinus are definitely not as strong as the people who normally fight. So it'll keep him alive. And I can remember a few episodes, a few chapters where I know the enemy shows up to attack Merlinus, and you'll notice if you're following my strategies, not even just step by step, but just the general way I'm doing things, then you'll know, when the enemy shows up and when you need to block it. So yeah, once again, enemies come out of forts near the edge of the map, and on staircases too if you're inside, because there are no forts. and just stand on it to block them from showing up. But don't do it too often, because then you're sucking away experience points you could use. Now the next thing, which I'm showing you right now, is the support. This is the first support I think I've dealt with in the game. And I explained how they worked in previous episodes, like you stand next to each other and a meter goes up, and when that meter hits like 81, 162, and 241 or something, then the support conversation is triggered. But I didn't explain the benefits. The benefits range from attack bonus, evasion bonus, critical hit bonus. I think there might be a defense bonus too, just in general a stat bonus. As you can see, it just showed right there, Floriana's critical chance is 10. But it only works when you are within 3 spaces of the person you just had the support, of the person you have a support link with. Any farther and the effect won't happen. Oh hey, that was a nice critical. Anyways, any farther and the effect won't happen. And also, if you're within 3 spaces, the support meter doesn't go up. So if you're looking to build supports, keep them next to each other, and you know, reap the fruit of the thing. Now, Floriana and Lynn have to be my favorite support, actually, because I tend to do supports for storyline a lot, less for bonuses, but the bonuses are also really nice. They're a nice added. Floriana and Lynn, stupid dyslexia. They get a nice critical bonus, as you just saw, and they get an evasion bonus. Now, evasion bonus for them is amazing, because you're looking at the Pegasus Knight, who has a defense of 5 at level 8, and Lynn, who has a defense of about 5 at level 13. So any evasion they can get is great. That, and also their critical hit, like Floriana tends to use Slim Lances, so her critical hit's at 10. Plus the boost of their support gives her a really good chance to get a critical hit and kill people. Lynn has about 5, 6, maybe even like 7 or 8 critical hit chance because of her like natural high skill. Plus, if you decide to use it against, say, bosses or a really heavy unit, the Many Caddies skill bonus, critical hit bonus, which is about like 25 or something, it's some really high number. Plus the like let's say an A support bonus with Floriana, Lynn's practically getting a critical hit every hit. If you give her a killer sword and also the infamous Wodow sword, which is like a killing blade on crack, I'll explain in a bit, she's almost guaranteed to hit criticals, and an insanely high damage too. So yeah, now I'll explain the Wodow. You only get 2 of them. One you can only get in Hector's mode, and the other one comes with, and they both come with characters. So you have to get those characters, but it's worth it. The Wodow has an attack of maybe 10, I think, and it's only got a durability of 20, but who cares when it has a critical hit bonus chance of 60. That's right, 60. Plus the, like, 20%, no, not 60, but I think 40 or 50, plus the 20% chance bonus of critical for Swordmaster, who, by the way, are the only... Swordmasters, Lynn and Myrmidons are the only classes capable of using the Wodow, just in case you want to know. So yeah, plus their critical bonus gives them a critical hit chance of 60 or 70, it's insanely high. Plus the Swordmaster's natural damage means he can be dealing, like, 70 damage every hit. It's an insanely useful weapon. Now, combine that with, like, a nice 25 to 30% bonus of a support. Like, Carol to Carla plus maybe Carol to Guy. By the way, Carol and Carla are the people who give you the Wodow. So if you keep them in range of, I'll look into this to see the support bonus specifically for Carol to Guy and Carol to Carla. But if you look into it, you are almost guaranteed to get a critical hit every hit. And I think Guy gives Carol a nice damage bonus too. So if you put that all together, plus Carol being one of the most powerful units in the game, you have easily the most powerful unit in Fire Emblem. With like 25 damage easily, plus, you know, any damage bonus he gets from the guy, times 3. That can almost kill the final boss in one hit. By the way, there's only one way you can kill him, the Lunatome. I think I can explain that now while they're having another conversation. The way the Lunatome works is it has a high critical hit rate, and it negates the enemy's resistance. So it's good if you have an amazingly high magic and you're fighting Sin Age. Now, I don't think Canas can get a magic of 30, but I know Lord Athos, who you get at the end, is like someone to make the game easier in case you lost a lot of guys. He has his magic of 30. The final boss has health of 120. I'm not going to say what the final boss is because I'll spoil it. Yeah, the final boss, he has a health of 120. If you use special ring you get for Nidian, or Nils, and it gives him a bonus magic or attack of 10. So he has 40 attack, times 3 if he gets a critical. That's 120 damage, which is just enough to kill the boss. Which is really cool. Anyway, so here's a nice little reunion. Me, Lynn, me, Kent, me, Saint, me, Will, me, Florina. There's a few people missing from here, but that's just because I either met them already or I'll meet them later. In fact, the people I met already were Matthew, Sarah, and the people I meet later, you obviously know this, Wallace and Graf, if you haven't seen them yet. I'll be getting Wallace in Eliwood's mode, but I won't be getting him in Hector's mode because I want the other unit you get. I mean, he's not that much stronger than Wallace, but he's one of the few I actually get of him. Wait, no, actually, generals are less common than the other person you get, but still, he's definitely an extremely strong unit. He's stronger than Wallace easily. Okay, so Lord Hassel just got stabbed, which is sad, but don't feel too bad because they won't kill Lord Hassel. I mean, that would just be way too cruel. It does though introduce you to the sub story involving a spy and another spy and a relationship, and it all ends really badly. But hey, that's the story in a video game. It either ends really, really badly or in sex. And since there's no sex in Fire Emblem, it's gonna end badly. In fact, here it is now, the beginning of, you know, the sub story. Layla. She looks kind of creepy. She's not that bad. Anyways, I'm running out of time here, and I hope this one works. If not, I'm gonna be really, really mad. See you next time. That Gamer Mexican signing off.